Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve day 28 problem of this month on Leetcode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today we are going to solve problem number 1905, Count Sub Islands. Okay, so in this problem you are given two m into n binary matrices, grid 1 and grid 2, containing only zeros and ones. Okay, so zeros mean simply water and ones mean representing land. Okay, an island is a group of ones connected four directionally, horizontal or vertical. Okay, so let's suppose this is one grid. Okay, and in this grid this is one and this is one. Okay, and all other cells are zero only. Okay, so tell me how many number of islands are there in this grid. So two islands. Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, so two islands are there. This is not a single island because these are not connected horizontally or vertically, right? Now let's suppose this is one example. Okay, and here in this grid, this cell is one, this cell is one, this cell is one, this cell is one, this cell is one. Okay, so tell me how many total islands are there. So only one island is there. Okay, in this total two islands, in this one island, because see here, this one is connected vertically with this one. Okay, this one is connected horizontally with this one, this one is connected vertically with this one, this one is connected horizontally with this one. So this is one complete island. Okay, these are two islands. Okay, because there is nothing in the vertical side, horizontally side. Okay, for this one. Okay, simple for this one, nothing horizontally and vertically, right? So an island in grid 2. Okay, so this is my grid 2. Okay, and this is my grid 1. An island in grid 2 is considered a sub island if there is an island in grid 1 that contains all the cells that make up this island in grid 2. Okay, and we have to return the number of islands in grid 2 that are considered sub island. Okay, so first let's go to my grid 2. Okay, so here this is one island. Okay, this is one complete island. Okay, so see, from this one if I go horizontally I reach to this one. If from this one if I go horizontally I reach to this one. From this one if I go vertically then I reach to this one. From this one if I go horizontally I reach to this one. From this one if I go horizontally I reach to this one. So okay, so this is one complete island. Okay, so now for this complete island, okay, can I form it using the grid one? Okay, simply here what I need to check, here it is one, so it should be one here. Here it is one, so there should be one here. Here it is one, so there should be one here in my grid 1. Okay, here it is one, so there should be one here. Here there is one, so there should be one here. Here there is one, so it should be one here. Okay, so we can form this sub island. Okay, an island in grid 2 is considered a sub island. Okay, this is considered one sub island if there is an island in grid 1. If there is an island in grid 1, okay, so this is one complete island now in grid 1 that contains all the cells that make up this island in grid 2. Okay, so all these cells, okay, all these cells should be one in my grid 1. Okay, then it can form one sub island. Okay, so here let's increment the count of my sub islands to 1. Right now I have found one island. Okay, once I found this one island, so I am simply going to change all these ones to 0. Okay, simply means that I have visited all these cells. Okay, so let me just change it to 0 0 0. Okay, now, okay, so now after that I see there is one more island in my grid 2. Okay, so see this island. Okay, so here there is nothing horizontally or vertically, right? So this is just one piece of island. Okay, so then I check this one with this cell. Okay, this cell, so just give the indexing now. This is 0 row, first row, second row, third row, 0 column, first column, second column. Okay, so here 0 1 2 0 1. Okay, so here 2 1 is 1, 2 1 is 0 here. Okay, so for this this is not a sub island because I can't form this with this cell. Okay, because here in grid 2 you see 1 is there, but here it's 0. Okay, so this is not my sub island. Okay, then after that okay, I have already pasted this, so let's make it 0. Okay, now after that I reach at this. Okay, I reach at this position. Now here, see, first let's calculate the sub island. So here this is single island, right? There is nothing vertically and horizontally for this one. Okay, so this is one island. Okay, so let's check if this island is there in my G1. So yes, if I just use this one, so I can form, right? So this, let's increment the count of my sub islands to 2. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, so now let's change it to 0. Okay, after then I reach here. Okay, now I reach here. So now I see, first let's calculate this island. Okay, so this one is connected with this one and this one is connected with this one. Okay, so here this one is connected horizontally and this one is connected vertically. Okay, so this is one complete island. Okay, one complete island. So can I form this island using this? No, I can't form, because here it's 0, right? If it is 0, I can't form this complete one. Okay, I have to form this complete an island. That simply means this complete island in grid 2 is considered a sub island if there is an island in grid 1 that can contain all the cells that make up this island in grid 2. Okay, so we can't form this complete island using the cells in this grid 1 because there are zeros here, right? So this is not my sub island. Okay, so I have to just make all this as 0 because I have visited all these zeros. Okay, so first thing I am doing here, I am forming one island and then I am checking whether I can form this using G1. Okay, then I visit here, then I reach here, then I reach here. So this is one island. There is nothing vertically, nothing horizontally for this one. So this is just this piece of island, right? So can I form this one with this one? Yes, there is one available here. So this is one more island, sub island. Okay, so here I have to increment the count to 3. Then all are zeros. Okay, that's it. So total count that I am going to get here in the end is 3. And see, my output is 3. So in the picture above, the grid on the left is grid 1 and the grid on the right is grid 2. The ones colored red in grid 2 are those considered to be part of the sub island. Okay, there are 3 sub islands. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear how we are going to solve this problem. Okay, so now let's write the code. Okay, and I'm also going to explain side by side, okay, what is happening in the code. So first thing that you need to do here, let's calculate the number of rows and number of columns. So int rows is equal to grid 1 dot length, int columns is equal to, let's select first row. Okay, so grid 1 of 0 dot length. Okay, so this is going to give me the number of rows and number of columns. Okay, now we have to count the number of sub islands. Okay, so here let me just create one variable sub islands. Okay, so initially the count is 0. Then after that I'm going to run one for loop. Okay, I'm just using simple DFS approach here. Okay, so simply this is 2D array. Okay, so you can apply DFS or VFS, okay, anything here. So int I is equal to 0, I is less than rows, I is plus plus, and then j loop, int j is equal to 0, j is less than calls, j plus plus. Okay, so now inside this, just we need to check if in grid 2 at this particular cell I, j, if it is equal to 1, that simply means that it is a land. Okay, so here this is my example, right? So this is nothing but my grid 2 and this is nothing but my grid 1. Okay, so if I just give the indexing here in grid 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so right now I am at this cell. Okay, so this is how my loop is running. Okay, so if this is equal to land, okay, if this is land, then after that what I am going to check, I am going to call here one method, okay, island, and in this island I am going to pass my grid 1, my grid 2 details, then I am going to pass here my rows, I'm going to pass here calls, and I'm going to pass my I am going to pass my j. Okay, so here it is just going to check if it is a sub island. Okay, so if it is sub island, then I am just going to increment the count of these sub islands plus plus, and in the end I am just going to return the number of sub islands that I have. Okay, that's it. So easy, right? So now I have to define this method. Okay, is island. So here that is, let me write it like this, sub island. Okay, so this is my method. So now let's define this method. So here it should be 1. Okay, and this should be true, right? So here I'm just going to call one boolean method. Private boolean is sub island, and inside this I am passing my grid 1 and grid 2 details. Okay, both the arrays, 2D arrays I am going to pass. Then I'm going to pass my rows and columns. Just copy it, paste it here, and columns I need, and then I need j. Okay, so here inside this what we need to check. Okay, so first thing we have to check the base cases. Okay, so if my I value is less than 0, okay, or if my j value is less than 0, okay, or if my I value is greater than equal to the number of rows, or if my j value is greater than equal to rows or columns, right? Or grid 2 I j value. Okay, so if this value is equal to 0, okay, that simply means that it is water. Okay, so in that case we are just going to simply return true, right? Simply means that we have visited all the cells and we reached the boundary conditions, then definitely we have found one island. Okay, if this is the condition. Okay, and here see now I have to mark this cell as visited. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the grid 2, I'm going to make this cell as 0 first. So here just write grid 2 I and j is equal to 0. I have marked it, and then after that I need to check here it should be 1 only. Okay, if it is not 1, then definitely I can't form this island. Okay, I can't form this complete island using the cells of my G1. Okay, if any of these cells in this place is 0. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to create one boolean, and here I'm just going to write result is equal to grid 1 of I and j, and it should be equal to 1. Okay, that's it. And now after that I need to form this complete island now. So I have to base it horizontally, vertically, in all the directions. Okay, up in this direction, right, down, and left. Okay, all this direction I have to move. So what I'm going to do here, result is equal to result, and okay, so here if this cell is not equal to 1, so it will become false. Okay, so here that is why I'm just going to do result is equal to result, and because it is just going to give me overall false. Okay, and here I'm just going to call this is a sub island. Okay, so just call this, copy this, paste it here, and now I want to move in the directions like if I want to move up, so here I have to write I minus 1. Okay, so just copy this, paste it 4 times because we need to move in 4 directions. Okay, so here I'm moving up, and if I want to move downwards, so I plus 1. Okay, if I want to move to the right side, then my column will be incremented. Okay, so it should be j plus 1. So this is for right, and if I want to move to the left, then j should be j minus 1. Okay, so here it is for left. Okay, and in the end just return result. Okay, so here it should be 2 equals. Okay, so now let's run it. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? And the time complexity is going to be m into n, nothing but rows into columns, right? So see here, we are running this loop for rows into calls time, right? And inside this, only if my grid 2 ifj is equal to land, then only I am checking for this condition. Okay, if it is sub island, then in is sub island, what I'm doing, I'm going to mark all these as 0 because this is just single island. Okay, and also I am comparing that in all these positions where I have changed it to 0, one should be there in my G1. Okay, so this is what I am doing. So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. If you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.